What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Thursday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great despite the times that we're living in. If you could please hit that like button, if you could please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of all of my videos. So what's up, what's up, what's up? Hold on a sec. Let me fix this light. Ugh, that's bitter. That's bitter. What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing on this amazing Thursday? I just want to shout out everybody, and hopefully we have a good conversation today. So, as you guys know, that I'm on my, I have the Suboxone implant in my arm. I'm only a week away from getting my new implant, and I've really been hurting. So I got a prescription for 2 milligrams of Suboxone a day, and honestly, just taking one of the pills just messed me right up. Not loving it. Hey, yo, what's good, Matt? Nice to see you today. JG, you already know. Joshua Palmer. Hey, Matt, just got off work. Here, got home, tired like a dog. You already know. You got to be good and be good at it. Just got a paycheck. That's amazing, man. Proud of you, brother. Craig, what up, brother? Kyle McKenzie, what's up? Dirty Pat Walsh, what's up, my brother? Charlie's girl, what's up? John Furtado, prosecutor met with my lawyer and are looking at dropping my charge down to aggravated assault with a weapon causing bodily harm. It's something about trial. I'm going to be 20. Oh, you're good, brother. Just don't mess up again. If you can beat the case, fight the case. That's all I'm saying. You're not even 20. How's the implant? Is it better than the pills? So it is better than the pills in the long run. But I've noticed over the last week or so, I started going through like minor withdrawals. Like my back started hurting. I stopped sleeping really well. But I have a good care plan with my doctor. So, that's not a problem. Been on bail for 8 months, man. You know how that goes. Bail is no fun, but it's better than being locked up. And at this time with COVID and everything, the way that they're probably just tons of shortage of staff, lockdown all the time, I'm sure. How long does each implant last? So my implants are called Probufen, and they last 6 months. But I'd say about 5.5 months comfortably, or 5 3/4 months comfortably for me. It'll be different for everybody. But I knew I could have made that next 2 weeks. But I just didn't want to suffer for it. I felt like I was literally going through it. And at that point, Greg Spitzer, been a good boy for over 2 years. Jail and court is shite life, not worth it. I totally agree, my brother. You just waste years and years in the paddy wagons. And, it's just a horrible life, man. It's early up. You're up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you don't get back from court till like 6, 7 o'clock at night sometimes. And that whole day is for like 5 minutes, not even when you're standing in the court. It's crazy, man. And when you're going through trial, it can be every day. When you're going through prelim, it could be every day. Jason Barr, what's? Kyle McKenzie, ever been to Calgary remand? Nah, brother. Never been in prison anywhere out of Ontario. Joanne, what's up, man? How you doing? Can you go to the Hearst for a few months and not get into a scrap? It depends on who you are, I guess. I've heard now in the prisons they force you to take COVID tests. I'm sure they do. John Furtado, what could be my sentence? Is it possible to get weekends? I don't know your case, brother, and I'm not going to get into all that in the live, but It depends, man. Aggravated assault can get you some serious time in jail. I don't know how violent the case is, how bad Buddy got hurt, and how many times you've been arrested, if you've ever been arrested at all. It must be really uncomfortable. Yeah, no, yeah, that sucks. Being in prison during COVID, BS. Does anyone know here where I can get naloxone? Someone was overdosing near my store today, and all I could do was call 911. Uh, I I have naloxone. You can go to a lot of places, just call a harm reduction center or something, and they'll give it to you. You know what I mean? Ryan Foster, Etronker, in us. They have it in all pharmacies, but it can be expensive. But there are some places I think that give it to you for free. So I would just look online, find somewhere harm reduction related where you can get it. Because I have a kit and I got it for free. It's one of those things you should just have nowadays. You know, what's it called? Fentanyl can be mixed with anything. It can be cross contaminated, and if you have no tolerance to opioids at all, it doesn't matter if you smell it, touch it. I watched this video, man, where this guy was getting busted. It was a YouTube video, and the cop just opened the bag of fentanyl and overdosed. He just opened it and just, man, it's crazy how strong that stuff is to people that have never been on opioids in their life. Yes, but are you YouTube royalty? I'm not YouTube royalty. Stop. You're going to be all right there, John Furtado. And NMP. Northern Pike, man. What's up? I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen your name. I could be wrong. Do they look at domestic assault in prison negatively like they do pedos, or are they usually all right? So they do look at it negatively, but not as negatively as if you're a pedo. So some guys will look at you like you're a weirdo, but most of the time, people aren't going to be chasing you around trying to beat you up over domestic. Not nowadays. So many people are in prison for domestic, or in jail anyways. You go to Newmarket Court, at least 50% of the people there are on domestic. At least 50%. I have a paradoxical reaction to opioids. I have no idea what that means. Sorry. What is a paradoxical reaction? M. Lord, I don't talk names on the channel, brother. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, you could do that. But I don't know that name specifically. I can tell you that. That's what I'm saying. Newmarket, that's where everybody who's on domestics goes, right? Because I guess maybe because it's the burbs, it doesn't have as high a crime rate as being deep in the city. So you get a lot of like petty crap like that. When you pay the cops $100,000 a year and the murder rate's not very high, they have to spend their time, money, and resources doing something. That's why if you're in York region getting arrested for anything, there's going to be SWAT, a lot of the time, tactical dog teams, helicopters, doesn't matter what it is. Okay. I think it means opposite reaction to what is expected. That's cool. That's something I never knew. You learn something every day. Paradoxical reaction. Huh. Are shanks is a big thing in Canadian jails like in the US? Nah. Yeah, shanks are definitely a big thing in Canadian jails. It doesn't matter if you're in jail or prison. People try to get knives. People try to get weapons. A lot of people have politics and problems and gang issues, and they don't feel safe. So they arm themselves. And when you have an armed population with a lot of testosterone, everybody's working out, you know, but it's not like everybody who carries a shank is running around stabbing people. You know, that's not the case. You'd be surprised. A lot of people you wouldn't even know have shanks, but there's shanks, there's carbon fiber buck knives. Man, when I was in Joyceville, a guy who used to clean the staff office found a real butcher knife. He took the handle off the butcher knife, and then he could slide the butcher knife through his range door out into the yard. Imagine Imagine that. He was just running around robbing people, taking PKs, just acting like a true maniac. Drew, what up? When the screws do a search in the institution now and are looking for fentanyl, they mask up. They don't just mask up, they wear hazmat. It's basically hazmat. Like what you said about the COVID, the cops avoiding touching it for fear of overdose. Yeah, it's crazy. I never knew it was like that. I never saw anybody overdose from smelling something before. But that video tripped me out, man. Yeah, no, it is serious business. And if it's card fentanyl, it's even more serious business. You know, I don't mean that. I mean, when I have anxiety, that's what I do, you know. And I deal with a lot of anxiety, PTSD, things like that. And it definitely helps me. But I know it's not for everybody. I know that not everybody who's gone through addiction, not everybody who deals with mental health and stuff like that, weed is the best idea for or can smoke like I do. But what the best idea is to just find what works for you, you know? Don't follow some blueprint of somebody else's because everybody's system is different. So, hey, Matt, do you know why cell blocks in Canadian jails are called ranges? Like wherever the word comes from, it's a term I've only ever heard in Canada. No, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe it's just difference in the language that we use. I know it's the same language, but Canadians speak a little different. So maybe ranges is just what people said. I have no idea. Hey, Matt, if you catch a traffic charge, get parole revoked, then charge settled, will you still get out on your stat on the original charge? So this is the thing. In order to get a parole violation, you don't necessarily have to get a criminal charge. Now, if the parole violation is strictly for a criminal charge, like if you get arrested out of the blue, you know, you're walking down the street, it's they ID you incorrectly, you're not actually the right person, they arrest you, then later they find out it wasn't you, then that's not going to affect your parole. But depending on why you got arrested, who you were with, the circumstances around it, not necessarily. How can inmates find out if you lie about your charges? Is it just how good you tell the story, or can they confirm that? I'll tell you what, man. Inmates are really smart. They're intuitive because that's their whole life, is learning about who they live with, trying to figure out who's cool and who's not, because it's a dangerous game. So you can't really lie to people inside, man. I'm telling you, don't know. You're better off to say nothing. Do guys who aren't punks ever go to PC to avoid the prison politics? I'll say this. Because our federal systems are integrated, there's no real PC in. But definitely some guys that maybe are supposed to go to like a Collins Bay or something like that may find their way to a bath by writing somebody as an incompatible. You never know, right? That stuff happens. But I would definitely say that there are guys who aren't punks. I don't think it's a weird question. The guys who aren't punks ever go to PC just to avoid all the prison politics? I would say no, because you would be a punk if you were going to PC just to avoid prison politics, because you can stay out of prison politics. You don't have to get involved. What I would say, though, is I've seen some real dudes that aren't punks bounce off ranges because it's their life. You know, it's a situation where they walk on that range, they could get stabbed, killed because their ops are on there. I've seen guys literally, before they even walk on a block, CO, I can't go on that block. And these guys are street dudes known to, it doesn't matter. Sometimes when your life is on the line and you know it, you just can't tell how you're going to react until you're in that situation. I've seen a lot of hardcore dudes that have no problem hurting somebody, stabbing somebody, run away when they're scared. People learn how to be resourceful and can source information. Yeah. How you doing, Matt? I'm good, GM, brother. Honestly, I'm feeling a little bit off because I took a Suboxone pill today. It doesn't make me feel great. Did normal cons ever get sent to Kingston Penn? Mills, normal charges? How do they classify people to KP? I think that there was a point where KP was population, and then I think there was a point where, unless the only way you're going to KP, you're either PC, you had bad charges, or you had incompatibles. And an incompatible is when another inmate says they can't be around you. The jail will keep that information private. So you could get shipped out of a jail because there's somebody coming as an incompatible. Almost everybody who's done any kind of time has somebody write them as an incompatible. You've smashed guys, punch guys, all those guys in the pen. If you don't see them again, that's why. Hey, Matt, you know anyone that's hiring for a light or medium difficulty job, since I can't do hard labor like construction? Honestly, brother, I don't. You know, at this point in time, it's hard to get anybody a job. Guys, Costa, Vittori, Saturday night. Well, I would say Vittori typically, but because Costa is going to come in heavy, it's a toss-up to me. I think they both hit hard. They're both meatheads, so it could be a really good fight. German Shepherd Life. Broski, I hit the video and noticed your arms are getting huge again. Keep it up, man. You're an amazing dude who has had a pass and you threw it to the side to do better, and I give you kudos for that. German Shepherd Life, man. I appreciate you. I've been putting on a lot of weight. I'm kind of getting a little chunky. As soon as I stopped riding my bike, you remember early on when I did my videos, guys would be up in the comments like, you're on drugs, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't drugs, man. I used to ride around on a bike hours everywhere. 10 kilometers here, 15 kilometers here. As soon as I got my car and stopped riding a bike, I put on 30 pounds. I now weigh almost 215. Jason Barr, I have no idea, brother. You know, we talk to each other once in a while on social media, but not all that much. You know, he's done me 2 solids. Maybe one day I'll ask him to come on the channel. I don't know if he'd do that, but you know, I'm not going to push that. Guy's a great guy. Helped me out. If it wasn't for death and lockdown 23-1, I probably wouldn't even be where I am now. So shout out to Death. You guys go over there and subscribe to the channel. As much as I think he's sort of weird, I'm going for Costa. We'll see. Yeah, he is weird. he is weird. But this is the thing. In order to be a cage fighter, you got to be a little weird. To want to go into a ring in front of all these people, you got to be a little weird. Craig Colford, man, thank you very much for the 5-piece. I appreciate you, brother. Longtime supporter and subscriber. And if you're in the building now, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, and make sure you say all so you get the notifications right away. I'm going to start getting back into doing some more videos. I'd like to start reacting to some more stuff. We're going to be doing some of that this weekend. I don't know how much, but we'll be at least 1 or 2 videos this weekend. And I'm going to try to get more active again. You know, it's been really busy. My life has been crazy hectic, but I love doing the channel and I want to expand my game and just talk about more things. And I think that'd be fun, man, to do it with you guys. Guess that's a pretty valid point. Yes. What about hit that like button? Hit that like button. Yeah, the reaction vids. And I would eventually like to react to everything, you know. Thanks for your vids. So helpful. Peace, love, man. I appreciate that. Or lady. So what are you guys up to, man? What's the questions? What are we going to talk about? I think I'm gonna do a video on snitching. I think that somebody asked me in the comments the other day if I could break down what is actually snitching. What do guys consider snitching? I can try my best. You already know, Northside. I know you like trolling, brother. It's okay. Hit that dislike button and hit it quick. Listen, I got one person that literally waits till I put a video up. It's like they're sitting there just waiting. Just to hit that dislike button, like it affects my life. You know what I mean, Joanne? I also love music, and I love classic hip hop and bars and bringing attention back to bars. I love drill music too, but I think drill is going to die out with all the indictments that are happening. If someone gets a sexual assault